Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me in another episode here in Satisfactory. This will be episode 9 of our little series in here. We are on experimental on 1.1. We just started in the last episode building our buffer factory in here. I've modified it a little. I took those containers from here, moved them at the end of the line between episodes because I got a feeling we're gonna put more and more machinery down. So even if the first ones were aligned, the last ones, no, they will not be aligned. So I just put them here at the end. Also, I decided to put sinks on every single one. So the priority is like this. Everything is gonna get fit to the buffer. The excess overflow goes ahead. Now in here, everything is gonna be fed into this box. As soon as the box is filled up and the dimensional depot, everything is getting synced. So basically we're only producing for the buffer, and if we're not using it on the buffer, it's gonna get synced. What else? I've brought the coal in. We have 600. You see, I written in here still 600 coal. That's what we have. These are your tasks, by the way. These are mine. Today we're gonna have to make the steel out of how many ever ingots we have and 600 coal. I would like to make the rotors, the taters, and the motors. Maybe we're gonna do some more. I don't know. We'll see. These boys have been running for a minute in here. I went in there and modified that setup in there. We had those two miners combined on a bunch of smelters, filling up that line with 780. Well, I left one miner doing 600, the other one doing 600. Just like it is with the iron. It's gonna be easier for me to remember and to expand at some point. Put some of these monitors in here. Apparently we're using something like 330 copper. So we will not need to use that one. Different story for the iron, nevertheless. For the iron we have two nodes in there. Same story of this one as this one. 600 on each belt. We're using 580 on that. So an excess of 20, which is being synced in there, not an issue. But when we're gonna do the steel, for sure, we're gonna have to take the other 600 out of there, and we're gonna have 600 plus whatever excess we have on this one. So it's gonna be something like 610, 620, I don't know, something like that. Wire cable. In here we put the copper sheets. In here we have the reinforced plates. How are these guys? Gotta put some power in here in the middle. It's kind of working. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Come on, show me. Get in there. We are getting in there. It's fine. It's fine. It's perfect. Okay, so that iron line comes all the way in here. I think we're gonna merge it in there. Normally we could put it on that one, but that will give me only 180 extra because we already have 600 on the line. So we will not be using all of it. That's why we're gonna take it and plug it in here, because the iron, it's used in those three batches in there. That, and that. Nevertheless, at some point, if we're gonna add more rod screws or plates, we're gonna need a little more in there. So I don't exactly know how to do this, but we're gonna adapt to that when the time will come. That maybe will be the case. If yeah, probably will be the case, but we're gonna have Mark III miners by then, so it's gonna be fine. If not, we have another two nodes in there pure. I could put another bunch of smelters, bring another 600 line and merge it with this one. Mark 6 belts. Well, it's gonna be a minute. Let's plug this boy in. Let's bring a merger in here, somewhat aligned with this. Put it in there. Is it aligned in there? In there, it's gotta be. Okay, let's put that one down. In there, please. Okay, good stuff. Let's put a Mark 5 in his face. Drop it down. In there. Let's bring that one in the same fashion. So now we should have 600 plus whatever it's left out of that. Apparently at this point it's 18, 8, 25, whatever. We have a bunch now. Now let's look at those steel magickies. So we're gonna need some foundries in here. How much can we make? I want to make as much as I can. We're gonna use this recipe. So 15, okay? Because 600, we get 600 coal, we get 600 iron, not an issue. We can put 15 of them. There's only one issue. If I put 15 of those, we're gonna have 900 steel ingots. Our builds 780. Okay, so we gotta limit ourselves. 780 divided by 60. That's 13 of these guys. 13 multiplied by 40. That means we're gonna consume 520 coal and 520 iron. The iron is being synced in there. If it's not used on those lines, the coal is being synced down there. If it's not used on this amazing line that we have here, which is straight, by the way. So we're gonna need 13. I think so. 13. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's grab our blueprints. Foundries, please. 8. Line them to the left. The other way around. BIG. H. Have foundation. That's good. Have foundation in there. I think it's good. We have enough place to pass with the belt. So we get 8. We're gonna need 5 more. 6, please. H. In there. Will be just fine. Let's look at these belts. Mark 5, Mark 5. The one beneath. It's... Come on, I cannot see it. Mark 5, perfect. Let's connect these two blueprints from there. In there. From there. In there. From here. In here. This will be our exit. Gotta delete one. And we just lost power. Okay, good stuff. Let's connect this bash to the power in here. Do we have power around here? We do. Amazing. Now we're gonna have the necessary power to fly. Perfect. We were doing something around here. We were just about to delete the rest of this stuff in here. Amazing. There's gonna be our drop point. So let's make the Mark 5. Let's put the rest. Well, 13. It was exactly 14, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Okay, let's put the recipe in. Solid steel ingot, copy, paste, 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 paste everywhere, please. Come on. Any red buttons around here? I'm not seeing any. Oh, missed one. Okay, good stuff. Let's take care of the input first. So, gonna delete that. Gonna grab a Mark 5. Drop it in there, like towards right. Let's call it. And that one in there. Bottom head. I think it's good in there. I don't know. Let's delete that one and find out. Yep, it was good. Okay, so we're gonna need a splitter on the iron, which should be in the back in here. In there. And one on the coal. Okay, let's grab lifts. One on the iron. This one should go ahead. Perfect. And one in here. Let's turn it to the right just to make this line pretty. Or this is the iron. And this straight, please. It will be our coal. Good stuff. Close the gap. Nothing happened in there, I swear. So those are marked ones. We're using 40. It's good. They're gonna get filled at some point. Exit wise, I don't like it because this is mark 1. If they're gonna get filled up, they're gonna have issues pooping out everything. So let's make a mark 2. When it's 60-60, I don't like having full belts. Okay, mark 2 on you. Here we are doing the steel. We're making it happen. Okay, good stuff. That one is not aligned as expected. Let's align it in here. I love the fact that you cannot just... oh my god, I should have deleted that. Indefinitely right now. I think it is not right in there. Yep, one back in there. Should be fine. Okay, let's replace this one. Bring some power in here, please. I want to fly. Thank you. Grab the dimensional depot, put it up top. Mark 3 in his face. Yeah, I'm not sure about stealing it. No, we're not gonna have. Well, I'm not gonna have any of this because I don't want to store stealing it. No, that ain't gonna happen. We're gonna sink on. That's it. So that one, it's only in there. Since we came in here with this, we're gonna use only one smart splitter in here. In there, just to sink the stuff. Come on, boy. Advance. In here. Perfect. We're gonna have one of those exactly in his face in here. Just to sink the overflow. I think I put up something like that. Yep. Okay, good stuff. Power to you. From there, we said. Mark 5 belt, we said. In here. In there. So, hit any to the right overflow. Perfect. Let's put this one on our little buffer in there. Yeah. Let's go center with it. Little buffer, which is a huge buffer actually. Now in here, we're gonna have ratio because this one, it's with the final product. I want that one in here. So we're gonna have to put it in here somehow. And call it good. So let's bring a Mark 5 leaf. Put it down to the floor. It's gonna come over there, guy. So let's put it like that. I get the hypertube in here. Still not convinced that the placement is good for a hypertube, but it is what it is. Let's put a floor hole. I don't like using floor holes. I don't know if you noticed that, but it is what it is. Hi there. So it's gonna be in there. Let's try and put it in here. Mark 5, please. Yeah, the orientation is good. It's gonna have to come on that. So let's put it like there. You are gonna come in there straight. Grab another lift, please. From there. Down, I don't know, in there. How about... Oh, I see. Shit is happening here. From there. In here. Oh, I think that should be right. Let's see. Do we have our ingots in? We do. Perfect. We made the steel. How much steel do we have? 16 each. So we have exactly 780, right? 13, 60, 780. We have 780 steel. Let's put in here 780. Delete that because we don't care about it. Put an X in here. It's done. Good stuff. Now, we're gonna need rotostators and motors. In order to do that, we're gonna need the pipeage and the beams, because we gotta produce them as well. So let's grab asphalt foundation. Paint some stuff. I think 4 of this will be just enough for the constructors, but we're gonna make 5 because we're gonna have the return line as well. Perfect. Let's see. How many beams, how many pipes? The answer is beams. We're not gonna use that many. Down the line, we're gonna use some just to make screws out of them. Guess what? But that's about all there is. Beams, steel beams. So 40. Let's make 60 because we got a bunch of steel. Why not use it? You know, I mean, instead of sinking the iron ingots, which you're not getting too many points for it, we should sink beams. Why not? Or pipes, whatever. Nevertheless, we're gonna need a bunch more pipes than beams. So let's put 4 of these. It's gonna eat 240. That means we are remaining with 540 for the pipes. I think is good, and that will give us 60 steel beams. Okay, decided. Blueprints, constructors, please. 4, we said? That one? Let's try and align it. Stop not straight with that. It's middle foundation. It's gotta be. I think it's kind of aligned. We have enough space in there. Half a tile in there. It looks good. Looks good. It's decent. Okay, it's decent. Let's invent a PowerPoint here because we kind of need it. That one is not properly placed in there, but it's fine. We're gonna put it in here. Connect that one to that one. Perfect. We got the power. Let's put the recipe in. Steel beams. Copy. Paste. 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 They are in the back in here. Those guys. Okay, so let's bring them under. So it should be in here. The splitter. Something like that. Won't be perfectly straight. It's got a little bend to it. Don't worry, it's gonna work just fine. Okay, we get the steel inside. We're making the steel beams. Let's make the output one jiggy. Let's stop in here with it. Bring that power in because we like to fly. Perfect. Take that. Oh, wait. In here, we're gonna need a box. Guess what? It's gonna happen. So, storage. Boxes were aligned on that line, I believe. I don't know if like that or like that. It looks like that. Okay, good stuff. So we're gonna put it somewhat aligned. That one was somewhat aligned with that. A little more in the front. Give it power. How are you set up, mister? You should get overflow ahead to the right end. Perfect. And we need another one. Good stuff. Let's do like that. Let's grab another one and put it with those in line. So it's gonna be in the middle of this tile in here. Perfect. Let's get the same almost set up. To the right, it's any ahead overflow because we wanna store only what we're not gonna use down the line. Sorry, I'm sending in the steel ingots. That shouldn't be a thing. I should send in that guy. Okay, good stuff. Let's grab those steel ingots. Out of here. Good thing I didn't put yet in the dimensional depot. Otherwise, I would have had steel ingots in the dimensional depot. Good stuff. In here, we start seeing the beams. Amazing. Let's put those beams on our buffer, shall we? Losing power, BG. Watch out. Okay, we're gonna stop in here with it. Uh-oh. Down, please. Good. Well, this one in here looks like a good spot to be in. Already got one in there. Perfect. Give me a lift, please. It's gonna have to be here. Okay. Building all this straight. We shall have. Yeah. It grabbed. It grabbed the steel ingot. Are we good now? We're good. Okay, good stuff. We have the steel beams on the buffer. Come on, you can do this. I believe in you. Okay, let's lift. Let's bring the power in here, I said. So it's gonna have to be somewhere like in here, I believe. And let's put another one in there. Let's bring this boy up just a tiny bit, because we're gonna need it, at least for the whatchamacallit, pipes. We're gonna do them right about now. So customizer, asphalt foundation, 1 2 3 4 5. Let's paint all of this mess in here, and we're gonna repeat the process, but this time we're gonna take all of those steel ingots that we're producing in there. So it was 780. In here we're using how many? 60. 240 minus 240. Perfect. We get 500 and some 40. If we put the recipe in here for steel pipes, we're using 30 in each. So 540 divided by 30, we need 18 constructors for this. It's gonna be a bunch, mister. 18, I said? 18. Okay, good stuff. Blueprints. 8. Turn it the right way, BG. In there. Something like that, I believe. It's not exactly centered on anything. What if we put it in there? You know what? Let's put it in there. Yeah, at least it's gonna be centered on that line. So 18. 8. Lower. 16. Blueprints. Constructors. 2. Mark 5. 18. Good stuff. Let's connect everything in here. So power is gonna be one of the first things to get connected, because I usually forget about it. Let's see. Pipe fudge will pass through there. Through there we're gonna have the steel ingots. All the belts look like they are Mark 5. I had issues with the smelters. Some of the belts down there were still Mark 1. That was nasty. Identify. Let me put it like that. Steel pipage. Copy. Paste. Let's put the power in. Okay. And let's put the recipe in. All of these boys gotta get a little lower. It's gonna make things a lot easier for me. Perfect. Let's solve the input. Amazing. Sorry. Passing through. I need a splitter in my life. So we said this line? Exactly the line with the guy? Yeah? Okay, good. We need the steel in there. Let's move that way. A little more like in there. delete that line. It's not well placed, PG. Okay, let's delete everything. We might fold them. Let's put that boy in here. And then take him forward. Okay. Need the Mark 5, please? Didn't connect to that? No. I did now. All of them are yellow. Yep, perfect. Mark 5 to you. No, to you. Going down. If you don't have the power, it's gonna be a long fall. Apparently I dropped that one way too much. So we're gonna fix that one right about now. Give me that Mark 5, please. In here. Good, it started working. We are gonna have our pipage. Okay, that one is not gonna be aligned. Let's just plug it in here somewhere in the middle of the tile, maybe. How are you set up? To the right, then you head over. That's perfect. This one is gonna go on the buffer. It's getting pretty tall, our buffer. I think soon enough we're gonna have to build another one. It's gonna happen in the back. In the back, I mean, gonna leave that tile open, and we're gonna put another 2 tiles and start putting this stuff on the buffer. But the next products will use basically what we have in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It could hold a little more, wouldn't you? It could. Good. We understand each other. Okay, let's go forward with this until here. Shh. Copy that. Put it in there. Okay. Copy that. I think it was like that. And that one. A little more in the front. Like that. Perfect. Is it somewhat aligned? I think it is. Perfect. Put the overflow in there. Sink. Sink gotta be turned, BG. In there. Sink the excess. Bring the power. Power pole, please. Gonna do that one at the right time. Good. We have made the pipage. Now it's time to have fun with rotors and stators. Wait, is there anything else that we can build with the steel? I don't think so, but let's just take a look at it. Steel pipe, done. Steel ingot, steel beam, that's it. Those are composites. So we're aiming for the motors in this episode. We're gonna do the stators and the rotors, okay? We could have done the rotors out of steel, but I prefer to make them this stuff in here. Let's see. Not blueprints, builder, assembler, please. Let's see what it's gonna take. How many pipes do we have? Because we never really counted. 15 in each, 20 in each, 2, 4. Half steel ingots. 4. 6, my god, it's filled up. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Multiply with 20. We have 360 pipes. Will they be enough? I don't know. But we'll see. So we're gonna say here 360 pipes. Because somebody's gonna forget soon enough. Okay, good stuff. So let's say rotors we're gonna need a little more than stators, but I'm thinking let's split them half and half. Because later down the road we're gonna need status as well for building stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put in here status. Quick wire or normal wire? Well, interesting. We're not using the quick wire anything, so we're gonna do them with the quick wire. 60 for 8. If it's normal, 40 per 5. Well, it's a lot better with it. Yeah. But we will have to upgrade our wire magic. Let's do them with the quickie. Quickie wire status coming up. Where? In here. Okay, good stuff. So this one uses 16 pipes. This one uses 10. Make 5. In this one, let's make it 5 in here. 10 pipes, 10 pipes. Amazing. We don't care about the wires at this point. So for equal parts, 5 rotors and 5 of those, we're using 10 and 10. That's 20. If we divide 360 by 20, we're gonna need 18 of this. So 9 of them are gonna make motors. Stators. And 9 of them, well, it's not good. Sweet. Shoot! 22. If I put down 2, how many? I'm not enjoying this one. Because we're gonna need pipes for other stuff. I don't want to use them only for the status and robots. Well, let's think the other way. How many motors do we need? 10 per minute? Maybe 20? I don't think we're gonna need 20. I think 10 should be just fine. That means we're gonna need to make 20 of this. So 4 times. Okay, we're gonna have 4 for the rotors and 4 for the stators. Deal. The rest of the pipes are just gonna get synced or stay on the line until we're gonna use more. I want it as well. 5, I believe, for this. Would somebody please push this amazing buffer of ours a little further in here? Because it needs to go like in there, and it's kind of a pain to do it. You only do it once, but it's still a pain to do it. So. Give me that, I don't know, somewhere in there. Okay, we said 4 of them because we want 20, right? Right. But we will need a little more rollers. So we're gonna make 6 and 6. We need assemblers. 6 assemblers. Oh, it's set up the right way. Perfect. Align in there, please. H. Oh, it's somewhat in the middle of the tie. Gotta love it. Yeah, that looks fine to me. So these are gonna be rotors, and let's put up already. Customize your asphalt foundation. The stuff for the stators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Same story in here. We wanna keep some, okay, for later use. Down the buffer. So, oh my god, I lost power. Some of them, 10 of them will be used to make motors. No, 20 of them will be used to make motors, and the rest of them gonna get used down the buffer. If we need more, we're gonna put more, but for the time being, we don't need more. So it's gonna be the same story in here. Let's just press H somewhere like in here. Train and line them. Yeah, well, that line in there. Let's call it good like that. Bring me the buffer over there, automatically. Come on, do it. No? Okay, good stuff. Let me deal with this buffer in here, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I was able to put on, but again, not enough aluminum plates. Don't have any left. I have 9. Okay, it's gonna happen at some point. They're gonna get him. Okay, let's delete this one here. The first entry. We said that this, but it's quick wire. It's on the other side. And those. So let's bring those at this level here, I'm thinking. Gonna need a splitter first. Those being the pipes, you know. Are you so... You know? You don't want to align to that? Well, what if I bring... Mark Fireplace? That guy up here to you. How would you like that? I think he will enjoy it a bunch. Okay. Let's grab that splitter. Will you align yourself now? Yes, it will. Perfect. We get the pipes in. Let's bring the quick wire. Need to delete, let's see, this two. Bring that one from there. Quick wire, it's on the other side, so let's do the same thing. Give me the splitter first. Quick wire. Quick wire is the one on the bottom. And it sure is. Perfect. Give me that. Let's drop it. Good stuff. Fill that one up. Fill that one up. Amazing. You're gonna need the power, isn't it? There you go, bud. These boys are gonna make status in here. And not any kind of status. Quick wire status. So, gotta keep in mind, we need something like 180 wire. Gonna have to calculate. I think we only have 4 constructors, or maybe even 2, making wires for the buffer. The rest are busy making the cable. Guess what? Gonna have to adapt on that. We have the status. Guess what? Give me that. Let's put it in here. Somewhere. I thought I pressed H. Must have pressed something else. Okay, it's gonna have to stay in here. We get 135 of those. Is good. Are you set up right? To the right, any ahead overflow. Perfect. It's good, mister. It's good. That whole thing is not well placed. The whole thing should have been more to our right now, but it ain't. So we're gonna have to paint this person here as well. I think this is gonna be the last piece of our little puzzle in here. Little buffer, because it's already getting way too high. But apparently we can put one more. So, I don't know. We'll think about it. We said something about customizer asphalt foundation here. Just not to mess up the scenery, the construction space, you know? Okay, good. Let's go with that Mark 5. Until here, like? Lower, please. Give me that one. You should keep the good setting. Ahead any to the right overflow. Ahead any to the right overflow. Perfect. Boxes, mister. Sinks, mister. Okay. Belts, mister. Get in there. We're gonna have to get into the other side. I only have 4 left. And do the stuff magic, you know? Delete all of those dimensional depots. Depots in there. That's what I said. So 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna have 1 left. Mark 3, please. For the for the molders. That one doesn't get any. You are getting 1. Perfect. You're getting 1. You're getting 1. So we're getting pretty close to home. What else you getting? That one is kinda in the middle. Let's see about those wires. Little wise. Did something stupid. Okay, good. Let's delete the staples. We gotta put in the rollers on the line first. Okay. Let's bring that lift again up. In there. It was good. Give me belt. Made it. Okay, so we don't care about this one. It has a bunch of require. I think we're making something like 600. I don't remember. This is 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 360 is gonna be fine. We already established that the pipeage is gonna be fine for now. Well, we will still sink some of those. For sure. Why am I storing? Oh, we're not storing. Good. We will still sink some of this at some. I think. I don't know. Maybe we made the right calculations. Okay, good stuff. Let's see. Rollers. We needed wire here. We needed 180. Yep. Okay. Good stuff. Let's go to where that amazing empty belt is coming from. We are making a bunch of kibble. Basically, the kibbles are done right about here. You see? But each one of these takes 2 of those. So 6. We get only 4 of them making cables for us. But making wires. So each one of these is taking 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only these 4 are making wires for the buffer. That's 120. We need 160. So we're gonna do the right thing and add 2 more. That will give us 60 more. And it's gonna be just fine. But that will leave us with no excess that we kinda need. So we need to add 4 of them, not only 2. Let's copy that one. Move it, I don't know, in here somewhere. It's gonna ruin the module, but it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. Delete only those BG. Lights on, please. We like to see what we're doing in here. Okay, let's see. 4 of you. Okay, do I have a blueprint for 4 structures? We do. Amazing. That is the right orientation. Let's try and bring them closer. Perfect. We're gonna need the copper ingots, which I think we looked at them, and it looked like we're doing pretty good. Copy, paste, 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 paste. So we put down 4. That's 120 wire. So again, made the wrong calculations. It's exactly what we needed, but we need more for BAG. Let's put 4 more just to stay safe out there. Okay, I think it's good in there. Give us more. Now we might have a little issue here because this build, I don't think it can transport all that amount of wires. Getting close to the end of it. Okay, let's put them on the buffer. I don't think I put the recipe. No, I didn't. Okay, let's do it now. You need the power? Oh, why didn't you say so? Recipe, 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 recipe. Perfect. For sure, we cannot transport all this wire on one Mark 5. So let's see, 30. How many do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 20. 26. 26 multiplied with 30. It's exactly that. Lucky. Lucky, I'm telling you. Okay, so in here we have 3. We need 6 of this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. for us. That's 10 300 wire. That should be just fine. Let's see, 26 we said? 26. 15. So we are using 390, I believe. 390 copper is good. It's good. The copper line would suffice. Make 600 on this line. Okay, good stuff. We fixed that. This one, we're still gonna have a bunch on it. Perfect. Not interested in putting this one smarts. I don't think so. Or should we? I don't think so. It's gonna get filled up at some point. Now that it has a bunch more. Because 780, okay? So 390 are coming in here. But we're not using that much. So they're gonna get filled up at some point. Those and those and those. And we're sinking everything. So they be consuming non-stop. After that, they're gonna be sending the 390 here that we're gonna use to make our roads. Amazing. That one looks like boop, boop, boop. But if I leave it down one notch, it's gonna end up in there and then it's gonna go up. Guess what? It's gonna stay like that. Okay, good. We need the motors in our lives. That's what we wanted to accomplish today. So let's just take care of that. 5 we said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 BAG. 6, not 5. Okay, let's bring the power in. 1, 2, 3, about there-ish, maybe. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more BAG. Okay, good stuff. Let's do it. 6. Going in. Till the end of time. So we've put in here 6 assemblers making rollers and 6 assemblers making stators. Okay, 4 of them are gonna be used for molders and 2 of them for our needs and for the buffer. Later down the line, I got a feeling we're gonna need to add more. We'll see how we're gonna do that. Because with this amazing system in here, we're gonna need more wire. If we're gonna need more rollers, and I think we're gonna need them. But 780 bells. What should we do with the wire? I don't know. What I'm thinking, when we encounter a thing like that, let's say here we run out of wire. Okay, I'm planning to go ahead after the next buffer, whatever, in here with another, I don't know, batch of foundations and add a bunch more of those, consuming that copper that is not used in there. Gonna put it on the buffer in the back, basically bring it in here where we run our copper ingots, plug it in the copper ingots, which are not even present here. Guess what? Because we stuffed them in there. Amazing. And make more wire here and inject it into the main buffer. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Anywho, back to the business at hand. These guys are making 8. That ain't proper. We gotta make 5. Otherwise, this will be out of balance. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Because those making 5. They are. Guess what? We have 10, 20, and 20. Those 20 will be used to make 10 engines. If we look at the amazing engine recipe that we have here. Engine is called molder, by the way. Oh, why is that one like that? 10 and 10. So it's gonna be exactly two of these boys making 10 mods. Amazing, isn't it? Delete me that. Oh, oh my god, I gotta make the buffer longer again. Amazing. Blueprint. Assemblers. Two of you guys. Not side by side, the normal ones. Yeah, something like that. Maybe put them in the middle, BIG. Amazing. Give me another 5 million years to drag this buffer in there. I hope I have enough aluminum shits in here. Or aluminium shits. No. It's gonna be fine. Give me a minute. So apparently I had enough of this Mark V material. That one is getting bigger and bigger. I'm not sure I'm enjoying this, but it's fine. Okay, let's do the same thing as we did. I don't remember where else in that side. So we're gonna grab, let's say, rollers from here. Something like that. Give me a splitter. On the, yeah, indeed. And we're gonna have to sync the other one. So let's put it à côté in there. Delete those two, maybe, just to have those two as well, just to have enough space in there. Bring that one under. Falling, not falling anymore. You're fine, BAG. Stop crying. Okay, I will stop crying. What is going on? Why is that one a merger? Oh no, it's a split. I'm stupid like that sometimes. It's fine. Don't worry about it, BAG. It's fine. Okay, good stuff. Let's put these guys back. Let's put those guys back. Maybe connect this one to the power will be wise. I don't think it's gonna work otherwise. So here we are. It's kind of crooked. Let's invent another power pole. Apparently they are on this line here. Yeah, they are on this line, and they should be on this line because on that line in there is gonna be empty, and in there something like there-ish. But after the next build we're gonna start with our new buffer because this is way too much. I think it's already 11 belts in here with the models that we're gonna put on. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Guess what? BAG can count. Okay, good. Let's put in here models, please. Got that. Please then. Why aren't you doing stuff on these? Why is still red? I didn't connect it to the power yet. That was stupid. Here you go. Good stuff. Let's go ahead with the belt. I feel like at some point we're gonna improve on this. So we're gonna need a little more models, but I'm not sure. I know we're gonna need models to build the modular engines. What else was in there? I don't remember. Turbo modes, yeah. They take that. And I don't remember where, honestly. But for the time being, for our buffer in here, it's gonna be just fine like this. Give me that splitter in here, please. Give me the box in there-ish. That one in here. Perfect. So we're gonna have 10 models on the buffer. When they're not gonna be used on said buffer, they're gonna go into this box getting stored. Guess what? And then put in the dimension, stuff like that. Methinks. Oh, why am I not seeing any models? Because you're slow. That's why. Okay, good stuff. I'm seeing the motors now. It's fine. Relax. Okay, let's stop. Doesn't even matter. We're in there. Bring it up high. Put it on this buffer. Guess what? This is gonna have to continue all the way up to there. That one in the back. I don't know. I don't know. The steel ingots, for sure, they're not needed. So let's clean it up a little. The coal, I don't think it's needed. The iron ingots, I don't think they need it. Okay. So let's clean it up. That one will have to be dropped down. Yep. Okay. We're gonna watch out what we're deleting here. So, like that. And here we're picking the quickie wire. It's good. It's good. That one delete. That one delete. That one delete. That one. Where exactly are we picking for? Still in here. Okay, so that one gotta be down. Steel ingots. Perfect. That one delete because we already made the steel ingots. That one we don't need it any longer. There we're picking the coal, so don't need that one. That one will be needed, but we're gonna lower it. Not the power, BG. You said you're gonna watch out what you delete. Okay, so the steel ingots are ending in there. Amazing. The coal should end in here. Perfect. That one will drop. Let's leave it in there. That one is not needed. Well, let's leave it in there. Okay, good. Now we're gonna continue with our amazing buffer here, as always. But we're gonna drop it down because from this place on, we're only using the quick wire. Sorry, I like calling it quickie wire. I don't know why. And the concrete. The concrete is gonna come right about now. Well, actually, in the next episode, or when we're gonna take, I don't know how many bites. I'm not planning to make a bunch of them in case beams, and make some in case beams, and that's about it. I don't know what else we should be, honestly. So I don't know if you liked, comment, and subscribe. But I made the steel, I made the rollers, I made the stators, I made the molds. That one, it's leave it in there. Forget about it for now. So if we look in here, where exactly are we? We're making that. Oh, we need that. So let's write it down because somebody's gonna forget. We need like that. Control Z. Modular frames. Don't ask me about how many, okay? Because I don't know. We're gonna need. Come on. What else? I don't know. Let's look. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Perfect. Where's it from there? Not worrying about those yet. Let's see. Crystal accelerators. Already? Are you serious? I'm not sure I want to make those in. Oh, we have almost everything we need. We don't have the quartz. Keep them in mind. Okay, let's add it to the list in there. We'll remember it that way. We're making those, making those, making those. Don't care about those. Oh, air limiters. Here we go. Gotta make some of those. AI limiters. We have everything we need on the buffer for them. Perfect. In case beams. Perfect. Making that, don't care about that. High-speed connectors. We don't have those. So we're gonna need circuit boards, which are in here, actually. We make them here. We have the copper sheets, we don't have the plastic. Here we go with the stupid stuff. It's starting to get complex. We could make them with the silica. That means we needed silica for the crystal oscillators as well. We're gonna get into building with manufacturing here soon enough. These are the last products that are assembler like. Okay. So we're gonna need silica and quartz crystals and crystals. We're gonna need in here crystal oscillators. And let's leave it in there. Let's leave it in there because it's way too many, and after that we will not remember what to do. After that is gonna have to be circuit boards, computers. We're gonna have to bring the aluminum, which is fine because we're getting kind of close to the aluminum factory. So somebody's gonna have to bring a huge platform from there with the building here. It's gonna be nasty. Where do we have the quartz over? Because that's the first thing. Oh my god, so far. Impure. Well, back at the base, we're using some quartz. Do we have anything else to do? I don't think so. Let's go back at the base. Actually, yeah, well, let's go back at the base. In Hirosh, there's that cave which enters through there. In that cave, we have the sand and the quartz. Back at the base where we're making all that silica and all those magickies, we're using some of the quartz that's in there, okay? But not all of it. Basically, we are using only one node, that which is pure. There is another one which is pure. Guess what? Somebody's gonna have to put the mark to mine on it, grab all the 600 of those, bring them up through here. Lucky enough, somebody's got a platform here. Gonna pop it up through here and then put it in there and then merge it with the buffer in the back, the one that has quick wire and concrete on it, and we're gonna begin making those whenever it's gonna be the case. For the time being, we can make the modular frames. The air limiters and the encased beams with what we have on the buffer. I'm going the wrong way. Sorry, didn't watch it. Okay, good stuff. Let's go home. So those first three, is it good? Is good. Modular frames, we can make them. Air limiters, we can make them. I think. Yeah, we can. We don't need a bunch. And encased beams, again, we can make them. We might need at some point some more concrete, but we have at least one more pure node of limestone in there-ish. Easy. I don't like this. What else? I think that's about it. We're gonna have to bring the quartz. We're gonna have to turn it into silica and crystals and put them on the buffer, both silica and the crystals, because they're gonna be used. Silica is gonna be used a bunch when we're gonna make those amazing circuit boards. Let's get through here because it's faster. And the crystals, we're gonna use them for the crystal oscillators. Guess what? In here, please. Okay, I believe it. So what else? Circuit boards, we're gonna need copper sheets, but we're making a few in there. I don't remember how many. So we might be fine with that. Basically, one of those, like that one, which is making the crystal oscillators, you see? This one, I'm not sure I want to build that many. Maybe we do, because it's good to have a bunch and sync circuit boards. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. A bunch. We use them to make computers. It's fine. This one here makes the radio control units. That one in there, the high-speed connectors. We're gonna have to build all of that. Logistics is happening right about now. So as I'm going to go around and delete stuff. Oh, wait a little boy. We need. Oh my god, I'm missing a mesosphere. What are your computers? Do we really need those? I need a mesosphere in my life. I don't think I need the radio control units up there right now. So we're gonna, come on. We're gonna just drop those in there. And I'm gonna put another one of this depot in here. Mark 5. It could be Mark 3, but it's fine. Just to upload more of those aluminum sheets faster in our amazing dimensional deployment. So I'm not running out of them. So as I was saying, the stuff with the logistics is gonna have to happen. First we're gonna bring the quartz. That ain't gonna be an issue. But right after that, guess what? We're gonna have to bring a bunch of stuff on that buffer that is not in there. We're gonna have to bring the aluminum, which is done in there. At this point, that one is transported in here with a tractor. But guess what? That tractor will have to go through there somehow and meet with that buffer somehow. I might be tempted to do what I did with the others. So put a platform at the level of the buffer until there, and bring them with belts on the buffer, because aluminum will have to be dragged in pretty late. I might add in the first scenario, first times first, we're gonna need rubber and plastic. So there's gonna be a long ass belt in there. That means that ain't gonna happen. So from that station there, where our little puny tractor, which you can see in the distance, is coming delivering here the plastic, rubber and aluminum, we're gonna have to make highway until somewhere on that buffer under. I just thought about it. We're gonna make a transport station under it. We're gonna bring somewhere on that level the goods. Basically everything that we're delivering here. Casings, sheets, plastic, rubber. That's what we're delivering in here. But we're gonna do those together, I believe. Maybe I'm gonna do the logistic by myself, and we're gonna keep that one working. This one can go away. We're gonna let the logistics for myself and the building together, something like that. I don't know. If you wanna see the logistics, let me know down in the comment. Highly appreciated your presence in here, all the comments. It pushes YouTube to promote these videos. When I'm looking at the views, I'm not that excited. Let's put it that way. Well guys, we're gonna leave this one in here. Thank you so much for being here, for watching this. If you like it, don't forget to like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It really helps much. Thank you. I'll see you to the next time. Bye now.